Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a weight loss chit chat Q&A. It has been the longest time since I've done one of these. I think the last time I did one of these was probably at the beginning of my journey. Now we have come such a long way. We are basically almost at 40 pounds, like losing 40 pounds. I was around 165-ish when I started and I'm currently around 128. I cannot believe it, you guys. I feel like I'm super content, but I'm not 100% content. I'm not done. There's a fly in my room. Gilbert, I swear if you come back. Sorry, Ben, I'm trying to kill the fly. I am at the stage where I want to be able to lose 10 more pounds. I'm not really concerned about the number. I can't tell you how good it's going to feel when I actually get to my goal. Next summer, I'm just so excited to just be 100% confident with my body. I've come so far after a year and a half to just be like, you know what? I look great at 128. It's fine. I'm not doing that. I did that before where I saw my body getting too thin, and which it wasn't, but I saw it, you know, in my mind getting too thin, and I stopped and I gained all the way back. I'm telling you right now, it's just never happening ever again. Once you gain so much knowledge about how something works and why you've sort of done certain patterns in the past, I love this lifestyle. I love how balanced it is. I love how realistic it is. Currently, I would be eating around 13 to 1500 calories. I'm a little bit more loose when it comes to my calories now. I do still measure my body every week. I don't like take it as an insult if it is not what I want it to be, but it's just kind of for me to be like, oh, okay, well, I did this and this and this and this week, so interesting. That's what I do it for. And not being such a slave to it is the best thing you guys can do. Once you become a slave to that scale, let me tell you something. You can go down a very dark spiral, honey. The scale is a number, right? And it's such a fixed thing, whereas weight loss is not. So your body is going to fluctuate because of water. It's going to fluctuate because of your stress levels. It's going to fluctuate because of what you had the night before. It's going to fluctuate. Did you have a whole gallon of water the night before at 9 p.m. and go to bed at 10? I think the scale is an evil and good thing at the same time. You've got to find a gray area and be like, this is kind of my indicator as to if things are overall going okay. If week after week after week you are not going down, yeah, it's time to kind of evaluate and see what's going on. Now, if you're measuring one week and let's just say you're at 135, next week you're like 136 and you're like, a pound, why did I gain a pound? That pound, I can't even tell you guys, can be from so many different things. Stay on track, keep working out, keep doing the calories you're supposed to be eating, measure again next week. That could have been because of something else. Now, if next week you're still 136, cool. Keep doing what you're doing. Next, like, this is all a learning process. All I can do is guide you guys and give you my personal experience and an overall sort of knowledge about how weight loss works, just because everybody's just gonna go through something different. What I like to say is use the scale as an evaluation, as a platform to kind of evaluate your overall progress. But if you are seeing like week after week after week, you're either gaining or you're staying the same, something's not right. You're eating the wrong amount of calories. You're not counting them right properly. The other thing with weight loss that I love to tell people is it's a trial and error. Let's just say you have a partner, right? And you're starting this journey off with them. You have a best friend. It feels amazing to have that because it's like, okay, we're going to do this together. And that's what kind of motivates you. But what happens when that person gets off the wagon? What happens when that person says, you know what? I just can't do it anymore. Like, I just can't. I tried it and I can't do it anymore. You have got to be able to push yourself at the end of the day. I know that a lot of you like to, you know, lean on someone because it's a scary thing. It's scary going to the gym by yourself. It's scary starting this journey by yourself. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to eat. In order to start, you have got to hit a point where you say to yourself, this is enough. That's where I was. I was super confident when I was 165. I was still taking my OOTDs. There's nothing wrong with that. That's great that I was still able to say to myself, you're beautiful even at that weight. That's great. But at the end of the day, it did come to a point that I realized I'm not really happy this way. This is not the weight I want to be at. This is not how I want to eat. I'm not even active. It's not healthy for me. That's where I kind of was. When you don't make the decision for yourself and you really don't take responsibility for it and you're just doing it because of someone else's comment or what someone else wants, it's not going to be a good path. It's going to be extremely dangerous. You've got to start it for the right reason. Can you grow muscles but define your arms, etc. when you are on a calorie deficit? I'm going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I love your videos. Thank you. Here's the thing. When you are on a calorie deficit, it is extremely rare for you to build muscle. Here's the simple rule when it comes to growing muscle. Whether you're trying to grow your butt, whether you're trying to grow your hips, whether you're trying to grow your legs, you have got to be on a surplus, which means eating above your maintenance. You'll still grow muscle when you're on your maintenance. You on a calorie deficit, you're gonna gain very, 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 very tiny muscle. When I was on maintenance, I noticed when I was working out that my butt was looking a little bit more defined and a little bit bigger, and I was like, okay. So my plan is to lose all of my weight, then go back to maintenance, see how much my muscle grows. If not, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a surplus. When you're on a calorie deficit, you are on a deficit to lose weight, right? So you're kind of asking for the best of both worlds. You're asking to lose fat and then gain muscle and grow muscle, right? And your body's not gonna be doing that because it's on a deficit. So I remember you said you worked a 9-to-5 job. So my question is, were you able to lose weight quickly while still working a 9-to-5 job? If so, was it difficult to do both? It was a lot more difficult. That's why I feel for you guys that do have your 9-to-5 jobs, because I know what it was like. I could only go to the gym literally around 6 o'clock. That's the time I would go to the gym. That was my only option. On weekends, I was trying to do a little bit of this. I was trying to do YouTube, so because I couldn't do that in the middle of my week. And then in the winters, it was like, God, it was like 7 o'clock. And Amy would actually wait for me, which was super nice of her. And to be honest with you, after like that 8-hour day of being somewhere where I wasn't particularly in love with, was just even, to be honest with you, it didn't make it any better. I most of the time was like, oh my God, I still have to go to the gym, and then I would have to come home, and then I would have to make sure I had dinner. That's why I would meal prep before. It is more difficult when you have a 9-to-5 job. But what I would suggest is if you guys don't have anything on the weekends, like I was trying to do a little bit of YouTube on the weekends towards the end. If you guys don't have anything, try to maybe go right in the morning. If you can do it like a Sunday morning or a Saturday morning or, you know, like a Friday evening. But it's all about really pushing yourself. I feel like it required a lot more discipline when I had a 9-to-5 job, to be really honest with you. You guys, I almost forgot to press the record button. Like, I kid you not, that's happened before. Oh my God, that last time I was so pissed. I think you only make something as difficult as you really want it to be. I would change at work, and I would bring myself to the gym already so I didn't waste time changing in the locker room. And it's all about motivating yourself to go do it. And you will feel good after you do it. If I did not go to the gym every time after my 9-to-5 job, I would not be sitting here and having this much progress. You know, so I'm so happy that I pulled myself together and I just did it. How much weight did you lose in the beginning, and how long did it take for you to lose weight? So I mentioned, I find that you lose a lot more in the beginning because, again, you're so strict. And when your body is new to losing weight, it is going to drop a lot faster and a lot easier. Once your body gets in like this comfortable stage and it's like, oh, I know what she's doing. She's on this weight loss thing. It knows, it recognizes. Your body knows everything. I hate when the camera goes bright and dark because the sun comes up. Like I just can't, like my heart. I've come so far. Some people prefer to still be super, super strict, whereas me, I'm just like, you know what? I've come so far. I know what I have left. I'm not going to let myself get off track. I know what I have left. I can go aggressive, or I can just be like, I'm going to get there when I get there, and that's just where I'm at. It took me about 1.5 years to lose weight. It's actually over 1.5 years. So 1 year and about 8 months since I started this journey. Holy, it's going to be 2 years pretty soon. That's just crazy. There's nothing else in my life that's balanced. I'm just not a balanced person, you guys. I am the least. Where's my sister at? Sis, tell them, sis. She's like, Steph, you are the least balanced person I've ever met in my entire life. I'm black. Wait. This doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist. Like, I'm either pissed or I'm happy. Super excited. Get out of my face. Like, that's just the way it is. It's really rare for me to get that. I think I really want this. I think that's what it is. I really, really want this. And when you really want something, even though it's hard for you to do, you will find a way to do it. How to assess a plateau. Oh my goodness. So I definitely want to talk about plateaus. Like, I definitely want to. For those of you who don't know whatsoever, I didn't even know what a plateau was when I started, so don't feel stupid. Plateau is when you realize that your body is literally at a standstill. It's not moving. And you're doing exactly what you're supposed to. You've been losing weight, and it's like week by week by week, the scale's just like boom, 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 and everything's going great. Why are we stopping if everything's been going great? The most simple explanation I can give you guys, when your body has become at a standstill, your metabolism has adjusted. It's saying, okay, I get this life that you have been living for the past 6 months. I'm over it now. 1300, like month after month after month after month. Your metabolism and your body does not even want you to lose weight. So it's already gonna give you a hard time, but then once it gets so comfortable and it's like, oh, okay, is this what we're doing? All right, then we don't have to lose weight anymore. We're cool. That's exactly what it's saying to you. And I've been through a ton of plateaus. There's different things to try. I recommend trying all of them. See what works best for you. Your body might take it differently than my body. I have tried, if your workouts are being the exact same and they're in the exact same routine week after week after week after week, your body's gonna get used to it. If the amount of calories that you're eating week after week after week after week, month after month after month, your body's gonna get used to it. You can go the gym route where you have got to change your routine. If you are not feeling challenged at the gym, you know what I'm saying, and you've been doing the same thing week after week, month after month, something has got to change. Let's say I was doing squats at 100 pounds, you know. Next week, you have got to up that. You should be actually be upping it anyways. You shouldn't be staying at 100 pounds week after week after week. You've got to be improving, and it's only going to help you to lose more fat. I have tried to change the amount of reps that I do at the gym. I've decided to go heavier at the gym. I've decided to stop doing the squat machine, you know, for, like right now, I haven't done the squat machine in weeks and weeks and weeks. Challenge a different muscle. Challenge your body. Think about it this way, okay? If you, and this is the most simple quote, I can't remember if Amy found this or I can't remember, but it's just amazing. I think she told me this. If you are not challenging yourself, you are not changing yourself. And that plays into weight loss. I cannot even tell you how much. I can't even tell you. Let's just refer to our body as our metabolism, because that's where your weight loss is going to really affect, is your metabolism. That's El Jefe. He's the one that decides, you know, how much we're going to lose. El Jefe is bored at the moment. So what you need to do is you need to challenge El Jefe. What you need to do is you need to be like, listen, El Jefe, la jefa soy yo. You need to tell the boss who's the new boss in town. What I like to do personally and what's worked for me. You know that number, you guys, that you got when you were calculating how many calories to eat before I told you guys to take off 25%? Eat that amount. Go back up to maintenance. Eat that. I like to do it for about 3 weeks. I dread it. Oh my god. You don't want to see like possibly that extra pound. Again, like I just want to let you guys know, you may gain a little bit, which is like a pound and something. But that pound that you gain is like a tiny sacrifice. You need to get back on track so that you can go down 10 more pounds later on, right? So that 1 or 2 pounds does not even matter. It does not matter. You will drop it right away once you come back down. My maintenance is about 1900 calories. I like to do 19 for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then I go boom. I go all the way back down. Like, if we're gonna do this thing, like, let's just do it. I don't care about that 1 2 pounds. Like, really, are we really concerned about 1 and 2 pounds? You've lost around 30, so why do you care about 2? You guys can go 2 different ways. You can go the slow route. Go up 100 calories each week until you get to your maintenance. Or you can go my route. Go straight to your maintenance. Eat that for about, you can do 2 to 3 weeks. If you want to really stretch it, go 3 weeks. You're gonna feel a little bit more heavy because you were, like, for me, I'm short. I feel anytime I gain a single pound, I just do. I'm 5'1". I'm a little tiny girl. I really needed to explain that. I feel like I owe that to you guys because I get a ton of questions and I feel so bad because going through a plateau is not fun. You've gone through so much and you've lost so much and you've had so much progress, and then you just come to a standstill and you think it's your fault. It's not your fault. I just want to let you guys know it's not your fault. Your body is just sending you a message, and your body is just saying, just switch it up, you know, spice things up. Pretend it's your man. Just spice it up, girl. That's all you gotta do. What kind of exercises do you do on a normal gym day? So if you guys haven't watched, I have a few gym videos. The reason why I don't have too many is because my gym doesn't allow me to film anymore. Oh, like someone's trying to stop my game over here. People ask me if I have a specific routine. I don't. I'm a very go with the flow person. I do what I feel at the gym. I go with my heart. Like my heart leads me. My heart tells me everything I need to know. But if you guys want to see what exercises I have done, those ones haven't really changed that much. So if you guys watch those videos, you guys will see a ton of exercises that I love to do. Also, this is not a question, but I just wanted to say that to see someone take a sustainable and realistic approach to health and fitness was so refreshing. Love you so much. Love, a New York babe. Yes! That's so sweet. Take pride in making, you know, my lifestyle extremely sustainable, extremely realistic, and just long lasting, so that I don't have to, you know, think about me depriving myself and then going back to where I started. Did it take you long until you started noticing results? I started noticing real results, I would have to say 6 months in. I think when I say notice results, when you really look in the mirror and go, oh, okay, yeah, my body's changing. You really got a hang of it, and that's when your body's like, okay, yeah, we're really in this. What has been the hardest part of your weight loss journey, and how have you overcome it? Oh yes, I remember I said that it was just being so hard on myself, and I'm just like that in general, to be honest with you. I'm extremely hard on myself with everything that I do, and I think that with my weight loss journey, when I ran into a plateau, I would break down every single time. In the beginning, now I don't break down, because the knowledge, once you understand why your body's doing it, you remove emotions and it doesn't matter. You are doing everything right and you get so high off of that and you're just like, everything is great, I'm doing great, I'm gonna keep going until something goes, oh no you're not. What was the reason you began your weight loss journey? So I talked about how I just hit rock bottom. I just didn't want to be, you know, the way I was looking anymore, and I wanted to be more healthy, I wanted to be more balanced and more realistic. And I realized that if you just don't take care of yourself, and especially on what you put inside of your body, you know, those things will start to build up and it can cause some serious health issues. And if I can kind of steer myself away from that and avoid that while still living a realistic life, then I think that I definitely wanted to take that path rather than me seeing how I was looking and possibly getting worse in the future. Do you focus on calories or macros, or hit a certain type of macro? I don't do any sort of type of macro counting. I always tell you guys that I have a very loose idea when it comes to macros. I don't take it too seriously personally for me. I just find that it's that extra step just to make my journey a little bit more harder, a little bit less enjoyable. And throughout my journey, it wasn't really a necessary thing for me to do. Again, is it a good thing to count your macros? Yes, you're just going to be more specific. It's going to be a little bit more on track. And it's not that it's not a good thing. I'm not saying that at all. Counting your macros is a good thing. It's an extra exercise that you're doing to help your weight loss. Even if you're on maintenance and you're not losing weight anymore, it's really great to do it. But for me, it's just, I'm not about that. I'm a little bit more free where I don't like to be stuck to counting macros. What exercises do you do for your tummy and how many reps? Get my stomach right. So here's the thing with the stomach. I need to just talk about it in this video because there is a very massive misconception about my stomach. A lot of people assumed after seeing a lot of my progress in my tummy area, which I've had a lot of progress in my stomach area, way more progress in my stomach I think than anywhere else. Again, I always bring up Amy because I like to show you guys a realistic example. Me and Amy have been on the same journey. Me and Amy do the same types of workouts, and me and Amy have two complete different bodies. Everybody has different shapes. She's gotten more progress on her legs, which for me, I'm being honest with you, I think will take me a very long time to get thin legs if I really wanted to. But that's because that's me, that's not her. Her arms have gotten way more smaller than mine, whereas mine hold on to it a little bit more. When it comes to my stomach, I have seen such incredible progress. For some reason, I tend to lose on my stomach a lot. I'm not lying to you, that's the main reason why my stomach looks the way it is. It's because my body has chosen to take fat from there and to lose fat from there, and that's why, you know, it's showing more and it's looking a lot more lean. I don't do that many ab workouts. I've only started to do it now only because the fat has shed off from it a lot. Once it's shed a ton of fat, that's when I like to do ab workouts. I don't know what it's called, but I like to do that machine where like you're holding on and you lift up your legs. You'll see it in my workout videos. You'll never see me do crunches. Like I don't do crunches. To be honest with you, a lot of other exercises that people don't think work your abs, just because it's not specifically targeting your abs doesn't mean it's not working your abs. But for ab workouts, that's the main one that I do. That's the honest truth. I don't really do that many ab workouts. I think it surprises a lot of people. The media is so bad when it comes to weight loss. This is how the media has told us, okay? You see a nice stomach with abs, she's gotta be doing ab workouts. You see nice legs, she's gotta be doing something with her legs. Why are they so thin? Your body chooses where the fat sheds. Read all about it, honey. Go on Google, read about it. If they tell you that there is, they're lying to you. Do you know how many exercises I do with my legs? What about all the times I'm on the treadmill? What about all the times I do sprints? What about all the times I, do leg machines? What about all the times I do squats? Why aren't my legs toothpicks? People think when you do ab workouts, they translate it because of what the media has taught us, that if you do ab workouts, then the fat just like burns away. It just melts away. I would say I do like one ab workout, like maybe every session. Probably do like 3 sets and 8 reps or 10 reps. I've had that progress because that's where my body has chosen to lose the fat. Now, once I shed completely all the fat there, and I'm gonna go hard with the ab workouts because the stomach's gonna look real cute. Wait on it. How to avoid eating when you're just bored and not physically hungry. You have got to take calories from your day to save it for that moment. If you have 1,500 calories a day, leave that 200 calories behind normally people tend to do this around nighttime. I find that because we're sitting down, we're watching our shows, we're home from school or work, or, we're done putting the kids to bed and we're like, I just want something, If you know you're like that, I'm not like that. Amy, I find, is more like that. She saves that amount of calories. That's smart. That's what you have to do. I would definitely suggest saving that little bit of calories. Even if it's like 100 calories that you find that you go over, save that 100 calories. And don't feel guilty that you want something at night when you're watching your shows. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's another thing the media makes you feel guilty about that. Don't eat snacks at night. Like, they love making you feel guilty about that, so don't believe that. What gave you the motivation to start the weight loss journey and love your videos? So motivation is a very funny thing. The dead honest truth is I had to give myself motivation or else nothing was ever going to change. I had to motivate myself. I had to get myself up and be like, listen up here, honey. If you're not going to get up, if you're not going to get your butt off this sofa and you're not going to do anything about it, you can't complain when you're taking outfit photos and your body's not the way you want it to look. It's just the honest truth. And motivation it translates more into discipline. If you are not disciplined, you will not be motivated. It's just a fact. Ooh, talking makes you thirsty. Hey Steph, I wanted to ask about lifting weights. I have lost 60 pounds. Woo, girl. Get it, girl. And with just cardio. But I wanted to start lifting weights. Basically, I'm just not sure which ones work the best for which part of the body. I want to tone and have a more tighter body. Of course, everybody wants a nice tight tone body, honey. Please give me some tips. Oh my god, and she showed a progress photo. Hell yeah, girl. Do you guys see that? Wow. Oh, she looks amazing. Oh man. Sorry. Good job, girl. I just saw her pic and I'm just like, if that's not motivation, I don't know like what is. Like, she just did such a good job. Like, honestly, be proud of yourself. Be very, very, very proud of yourself. 60 pounds is a lot of weight. And as you can see, it definitely transforms someone. The cardio will shed the fat. The problem with the cardio and doing it like only strictly cardio is that you do get left with, loose skin because it's just going to shed more of the fat instead of toning it at the same time. Whereas weightlifting, it's basically such a beautiful combo where it does both for you. It'll tighten and make you lose the fat, which that's why I felt like I would rather go that route this time around, and that's why I chose that route. For specific videos, instead of me like explaining them and which machines and stuff, I'm gonna leave a link to a workout video that I want you guys to see that I've done, because it really shows, a whole entire routine that I've done. It's gonna show you a couple of different ones that I love to do. And ones that I still do today. A lot of the ones that show in this video are going to be ones that I still do today. You might want to maybe bring your phone while you do it, and maybe it'll help you kind of decide which ones you want to do. Fave healthy snacks. Super healthy snacks, like really healthy. I would say I love to dip. My favorite is to actually dip in sweet peppers or bell peppers inside of ranch dipping. I love the way bell peppers taste. What other healthy snack? I've been trying to have a little bit more fruit. I'll have my strawberries and I'll dip them inside of dark chocolate. It's still healthy, okay? Don't think that chocolate's the culprit here. Chocolate is not evil. Chocolate is not evil. So I'm not really a snacker. That's why I'm having a problem with this question. I've been trying to eat like an apricot as a snack. I've been trying to eat a peach as a snack. I change up my fruits because I hate fruit. Hate fruit. Hate fruit. Really hate it. See how I did that without even my mouth moving? Come on though. Oh, I know what I love as a healthy snack. I'll make like a Greek salad. I'll do bell peppers. I'll do calamari olives. I actually did it in a recent What I Eat in a Day. Oh my god, so delicious. You guys have got to try it. Bell peppers, calamari olives. What else did I put in there? Cucumber. I love cucumber. And then I put my Greek feta dressing over top. It is so good. Or I'll do like a green mix and then I'll put red onion inside of there. I'll do calamari olives. I'll probably put a little bit of sweet pepper inside of there, and then I'll put a dressing with apple cider vinegar. So we'll put like apple cider, oregano in there. I think there's a little bit of that. And I'll kind of just mix it up. It tastes so good. Oh, and some tomatoes in there too. Yes, tomatoes. So I like salads for healthy snacks. I like dipping the veggie inside of a dip or something. Do you ever suffer from body dysmorphia? Oh my god, I love this question. Because it's so sad how deep issues with body dysmorphia can really get. Even after losing 40 pounds, do you guys know that I still will look in the mirror and beat myself up for that scale sometimes, saying, you know, you gained a pound or whatever. And I know it's not true, but you look in the mirror and you're like, I don't look as good today, you know, or, you know, am I really 40 pounds down? Like, it really messes up with your mind. I think it's you subconsciously not wanting to accept how far that you've come. Sometimes I'll look in the mirror and I'll be like, it doesn't look super lean, but the thing is, like, the reality is the tummy area is it's probably like the most complicated area. As soon as you get bloated, don't expect that thing to look lean. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's such a sensitive part of the body. You don't look at your leg and go, oh, my legs are bloated. You know what I'm saying? It's either the face or the stomach. Sometimes I feel it like right underneath in my face. But I get sometimes really disappointed because I know how good my stomach can look overall, like 90% of the time. So when it doesn't sometimes, I'm like, oh my god, something's wrong. Like, your body just can't help to say that to you, or your mind actually. For those of you who kind of do suffer from body dysmorphia, you have got to, just like I was saying before when it comes to knowledge and plateaus, I used to get so emotional, I used to get so angry, so disappointed. Once you remove the emotions and you say, what are the facts? It really helps to put things into perspective. If you say to yourself, if you're having a body dysmorphia moment, you're looking in the mirror and you're saying to yourself, oh my god, I still look ridiculous and I've lost 20 pounds. If you're saying that, then stop yourself from getting upset, number one, and saying to yourself, but you have lost 20 pounds. Do you want to be back where you were before? Have you improved? The answer to all of these is you have improved. You have lost 20 pounds. Do you want to go back to where you were before? No, you don't. These are just insecurities that are trying to beat you up and beat you down. But those are just challenges that come with weight loss. Remind yourself of your progress. Where are you right now in your weight loss journey? Do you find that you're struggling more to be consistent the longer it's been? No, it's funny. It's actually the opposite. When you are consistent for a long time with something, it becomes easier. It should actually become easier to you. In the beginning, when it's new, that's when it's challenging. When someone strips 500 calories from your daily intake that you were eating before, that's hard. It's kind of just like in a relationship. If someone's being consistent over time, that behavior is just like, it's just natural. It's just easier. It's easier to be on my journey where I am right now because of everything that I know. I know what I gotta do when my body stops. I know what I gotta do to make my body lose more weight if I needed to. I know what I have to do if my body's feeling like this, or if my body's sending me this message, because I have that 1.5 years behind my back. I am just at a point where I'm taking it a lot more easy on myself. I'm not as strict with how much I'm actually eating per day. I'm giving myself more responsibility, and I'm giving myself that ability to be like, you got this, like, you know this, you don't have to be babysat anymore. How do you know what workouts to do at the gym? I feel like when I go, I have no idea what to do. Believe me, honey, it's not just you. I love your videos, Steph. You and Amy have inspired me so much. Keep rising, beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Not knowing what to do at the gym, believe me, we go through that too, where you get just bored and you're like, what do we do at the gym? What I like to do is kind of go on Instagram, see what other people are kind of doing. Something that's gonna make you excited where you're like, oh, I wanna try that out and see how that kind of works. And you know what? Sometimes it doesn't work and you're just like, I don't like it. The other thing I like to do is try out a different machine every time you kind of go. Before, funny enough, I used to hate kickbacks. I used to hate kickbacks. But that was at the beginning of my journey. You grow and you realize, well, if you want your butt to look cute, you better start kicking back, girl. Maybe you'll see someone at the gym doing something you might want to try. Oh, this is a really good one. How do you stay on track when you hang out with other people and they're eating unhealthy? So every once in a while, of course, I'll go out with the fam bam, you know, and we'll go to like Kelsey's or something, or they want to go to like a really bad restaurant and me and Amy are just like, just get me now. Sometimes you don't see these things happening. What if like last weekend I went over my calories and that was my choice, but I didn't know next weekend mom and dad was gonna want to go to Kelsey's or something, right? And I would need like a good like 1,200 calories for that. This is how I take it. I'm like, it's family time. They want to go. We don't go all the time. Let's go. I can go there and make two different choices. I can go the healthy route and order a salad and make it super plain and not enjoy myself. Or I can get what I want and then the next day and the next week just know that I gotta just behave myself a little bit more. It's all about balance. After that, it was like back on track. Like your body is not gonna be like, oh, 2 pounds. That's it. We're gonna make her gain 2 pounds because she went to Kelsey's and she had chicken wings. This is another thing the media does that drives me crazy. They make it seem like when you have these bad foods, your body's gonna go whoop, like skyrocket. Guys, I'm telling you right now, that does not happen in real life. Test it out. Like, I dare you to behave for 3 weeks or whatever it is and go all out. Like, go all out. Just do it. Just go over the mountain. Watch what happens. It's the only way people are going to learn that having these bad foods or eating over your calories is not that big of a deal as what the media has made it seem to be. Take responsibility for what you are actually eating. Take responsibility. But I really think that if you try it out and eat what you want to eat, try it out once. What are you going to do? You're going to die? You're not going to die. I just want you guys to see that what everybody makes it seem that you're going to gain so much weight from overeating a day or two, you're not. Remember what we talked about? When you go up, your metabolism's like, oh, she's shocking me. What is she doing now? She's surprising me. Something's going on. Then you go back right down. You know, you actually lose weight sometimes when I overeat. Do you guys know that? How much would you recommend cardio? How much would you recommend weight training? I like to say is 10-90 or 20-80. And the 20 and the 10 being cardio, and then the 90 or the 80 being weight training. Cardio is good for your heart. It's good for your endurance. It's good for your body overall. But I don't like to do too much because why do that as my majority when I can have something that's going to make me lose fat? And for those of you who don't know and maybe watching this video for the first time or watching me for the first time, I have done very extremely little cardio to lose this 40 pounds. I'm being dead honest with you. I've done very, very little cardio. It has been 90% weight training. It's how I got myself here. Let's take away the myth of you getting bigger when you weight train because don't think I've gotten any bigger. It's just funny looking back. I'm not laughing at you guys. I'm laughing at the myth. It's just so freaking hilarious. I was that girl that was like, I'm gonna gain weight. I'm gonna gain if I do weightlifting. Like, girl, please. You don't even have the hormones to keep up with that. I don't know. Some people love cardio. Like my mom, she loves running. I would die. Like I seriously would be like, get me the hell out of here. Like give me some weights. I can't do it. Whereas weightlifting, I just find it so much more entertaining. I feel like it's so much more rewarding. Okay, the last question someone was asking, what happens when you just don't feel 100% ready to be healthy and you just kind of want to be in bed all day? You just have those days. My straightforward answer with that is that's just called life. There's days that I'm just like, I don't really want to go. To be honest with you guys, like completely honest, like I'm being very transparent right now. I had a very stressful week last week. I skipped the entire week and I have not skipped a week of the gym in a I can't even remember the last time I've skipped a week. I think to myself, okay, let's pour emotions into this, right? Let's get upset about it. Let's get sad about it. Let's beat ourselves up about it. Where does it get us in the end? Absolutely nowhere. I have got to take responsibility, and I knew the decision I was making. I'm skipping the gym this week. It's just too much for me. I don't want to go. This and this and this is going on. I need to focus on this, and that's it. And it just was not physically possible that last week. It just was not. I took responsibility for it and I accepted it. Does it still, like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, I wish I went? Yeah, I wish I went, but I have, like, stripped the emotions out of me not going. So you not wanting to get out of bed some days, you not wanting to be healthy some days, that's just called life. That's just called being human. I think that maybe it's possible that you're just too tough on yourself. And having those days where you're just off and you just don't feel like it, honestly, I like to push myself sometimes even more on those days. I'm proud of each and every one of you that is on this weight loss journey with me. I'm so happy that we can be on this together. It's actually really, really special to me, to be very, very honest with you. And I love seeing all of your progress photos. So if you guys send them to me, you DM them to me, I would love to share them. Let me know if you want me to share them. I'm very happy that I can help you guys on this journey. It just makes me feel very, very good. And it just makes my heart feel very, very full, because I've always wanted to look for something where I could possibly give back to people. And knowing that I'm helping you guys through this, it just means so much to me. I can't even tell you guys. So a lot of you guys are probably wondering, how many calories do I need to eat? I will leave a calculator down below. It is super easy to use. I have all the instructions there as well. I think there's only like 3 steps you guys need to remember. The fact is, if you are not losing weight, you are not consuming the right amount of calories to do so. I also will leave 2 different calorie counting apps that you guys can use. One is my Net Diary, which I actually would recommend more just because entering in recipes is a little bit easier in that one. And then there's my Fitness Pal, which is what I use. Kind of just like the overall look of it, to be honest with you. I'm a little bit more of an aesthetic kind of girl, you know what I'm saying? If it looks pretty, I want it. But it doesn't work, stuff. If it looks pretty, I want it. That's basically it for this Q&A, you guys. I hope that all of this information kind of got soaked a little bit into you and you learned a little something new. If you guys enjoyed this video, y'all know what to do. Make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see all of my beautiful babes in my next video.